Welcome back to the Bhavcast. Today we got a real gem in the room. She's a jewelry designer and a plant lover. She's also the mind behind Flourish and Charm. Please welcome Nicole Sarnese. What's good?
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good.
You had a busy day today, didn't you?
Yes.
Actually, last couple busy days.
Yes.
What were you doing?
I had my first pop-up on Saturday at
Nice.
Foreign Cafe in Kensington, and it was great. It went great. And then I also picked up new apartment keys and started moving. And then I had my normal 9 to 5 that I always have.
Oh,
Actually, it's 8:15 to 5. So
that's
yeah,
even worse.
it's really bad. And it's in Glenside, so I have to drive there every day.
You don't want to take a train?
No, because it's really weird. I go in there in the mornings, every
Right.
morning, and I take the resins off the 3D printer and check them with their diamond setter. And then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I get to
Right.
come back home immediately.
Wow.
So there's no set schedule. So, like, if I was to go on the train, I'd have to, like, wait for it.
Yeah.
But now I come in at 8:15, check the resins. Sometimes I get to leave by, like, 8:45. And I'm like, all right, bye. I'm working from home. And then I go back home and I work from home the rest of the day.
Yeah. So, you threw out a bunch of cool terms there, like resin and 3D printer. So explain, because some of the reach we have here at the Bobcast is back in the GAM, the village of India. And they might not know what a resin or a 3D printer is yet.
Yes.
So, all right, how about we start here? Like, so Flourish and Charm, right?
Yes.
That's your small business that's going to eventually turn into a larger business because it's very
Yes.
niched in, which I love about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, this is basically like accessories for plants, and you give them necklaces, the bowls, or like what we like to call them is the garden.
Yes.
The garden.
Yes.
Yeah. And how does this all start? Like, where does this come up? We'll get back to 3D printer and resin later.
Well, it's really weird. It's kind of all tied together.
Yeah, it is.
When I went to college, I went for business.
Yeah.
So I went to the Fox School of Business at Temple, and it did not work out at all. It was not for me. I actually had a business professor tell me 3 weeks in, this isn't for you.
Wow.
You should probably try to reconsider. Because I was trying really hard.
Right.
So I was really depressed. And I was walking through Temple's campus, and I ran into Chelsea. And Chelsea, I don't know if you know her.
No, I don't. But shout out Chelsea.
Yes, she's North Penn girl as well. And she
Shout out North
told
Penn.
me she was doing jewelry and 3D printing, and I was like, that sounds cool. So I transferred my major. I did everything I could, and I got into the art school, and I started doing jewelry, and I wanted to do a side jewelry business. And I was working on my own stuff, and I had a lot of plants at the time.
Yeah.
And I randomly started decorating my plants with the jewelry. And it looked really good. So I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I had some friends be like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's just chain wrapped around my jewelry. Like, it was like just that.
Just swagger.
And they liked it. So I was like, maybe this is a thing.
It
so I
is.
started trying it, and it ended up working. And the response was really great, and people were really nice. And so the plant charms came first, and now my jewelry was second. So, which was fine because, there's a lot of love for plant charms. And
Well, okay, even the jewelry. So you make these metal jewelries, and how do you are you casting these at home, or where do you get in the raw material?
well, that's where it's all like connected.
Yeah.
I got hired as a 3D designer at a jewelry store first, and then I got hired at a jewelry manufacturer. So right now I work at a high-end manufacturer that has an in-house casting. So they do all their own investing, all their own casting,
I love that.
all their own stone setting, and we work with jewelry stores across the entire nation.
Right.
And it's actually one of the oldest jewelry manufacturers. They have the patent for the channel set ring.
Whoa. What is
Which-
that?
If you ever see a diamond ring that has diamonds on the center and then a row of metal covering each end, that's a channel set ring. But you can't patent jewelry because it's impossible. So people still made it and did it, and now it's one of the most popular settings ever. But
Let's look it up. See, this is the power we have on the Bobcast, Nicole. My boy Clifford, actually, the fish, he's supposed to be fucking looking this shit up, but he doesn't have fingers or a laptop.
he's a cute fish.
Yeah, he is something, all right. He has attitude all the time. Every day, every morning I come out here, he's just headbutting the tank. Like, what are you doing out of your cage? All right, so channel set ring?
Yes,
All right,
it should
let's-
come up. But it's neat. My boss, he's like 4th generation business owner, and they have the patent like framed on the wall.
I
It's
love
like
that.
cool. But yeah, so that's the style of setting. That
Wow.
apparently they patent. I don't know if they invented,
Just
but
a bunch
they
of rocks and then one big rock. Is that what they patented?
No, so if you look at the way that the ring shank, so that's the band that goes around the finger.
Yeah, sure.
How it has diamonds on the center and then a row of metal on either side.
Yeah, up here and
That's
down
the
there.
channel.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Wow.
so I get to use the CAD program to do all my own stuff, and I print it out there, and then I cast it there. And that's for my casted stuff.
Yeah.
And then my hand forged stuff, I have a bench at home that I get to.
I love that. A bench.
Yeah, the jeweler's
Oh my
bench.
God.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It's fun.
What kind of wood is it made out of? Do you know?
I actually did. It's cedar. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I can look it up, but it's definitely cedar. I
Yeah.
think. I could be lying.
One of my favorite charms that you made is like the one that rotates. You know, it
Oh.
spins.
Is it the fortune teller one?
It
or
might be,
the-
or like it had like some of them had like different like words if you like
Yes, that's the
rotated it.
fortune teller.
Okay.
I'm actually doing a drop of that really soon.
Oh hell yeah!
I put like a little video out on TikTok, and all these people started commenting and messaging me, and they're like,
TikTok.
"When is this gonna come out?" And I was like, "Oh God, I guess I need to like get on that."
Yeah.
So I'm
Get
actually
on it.
doing it today. Like I started casting it today.
I love that.
So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You know what really killed me was just like the motion and just like how like I'm like a like you said earlier like a visual person.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, this got me.
It like moves. Not much jewelry moves,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the part that's cool. But I had a lot of people reach out being like, "Is this a divination tool?" And I had to look it up.
Oh, you're gonna tell us. My
Witches
bad.
like use it to
Yeah.
tell the future, and I started like googling like, do I have to like bless this, or like does it like do I have to make this legit for like a group of people to want it? Like do I have to like sage it or something? Like
you should and just don't do it.
I wanted to reach back out to her and go, yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
It is a divination
Yeah,
tool.
uh-huh.
How did you know? But like, I was like,
You're a genius.
I was like, I just made it like a magic 8-ball. So that's like where I thought. So if it works for you, great. But that's
yeah.
where that came from.
Oh, that's so cool. And how many attempts did it take you to design that correctly?
I'm on version 4.
Oh wow, that's not even that bad, Nicole.
No,
Wow.
but and I still have ways I could probably fix it. But I'm really lucky because we have 3D printers now. Jewelry doesn't have to be molded, so I don't need to make one master copy. I can make as many copies as I want because I
Yeah.
can just print out as many as I need.
Isn't the 3D printer like so amazing?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And we have like 2 generations of printers at our work right now. We've got one that takes 6 hours.
yeah.
We just got a new one. It takes 1 hour to do the exact same work. And that's only a 10-year difference in technology. So it's wild how like,
Yeah. Have you ever seen Westworld?
yes,
That's like they 3D
Oh.
print people.
that was wild.
Yeah.
And they've actually done that with organs and things like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's so neat. I love Westworld. Oh my gosh. I'm going to remember that. I'm pleasant.
Yeah. You don't get that enough? I'm surprised.
No, I feel like no. I could, if I'm being totally honest, this past like year, 2 years, my life has changed so much
Yeah.
from like being social and like doing all this stuff to like I work a lot.
You gotta grind.
I feel like I'm working
Yeah.
a lot, and if I didn't have Freddie, who has like a lot of friends,
yeah.
I probably wouldn't be going out. Like I have
Yeah.
my group of friends and they're great and they're so understanding that they'll be like, "Can you come over tonight?" No, I have all these orders to fill, or I have no content ready. I have to do stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And they're so patient with me, but if it wasn't for Freddie being like, "Okay, we're going out tonight."
Yeah.
I might not go out.
Yeah.
So it's really
Oh, I know
So
exactly.
weird.
Like like you like didn't like when you started this your own thing. It's like now you've inherited all this extra problems.
Not a lot of people realize that. And I actually had a few girls say to me, I don't want to get the quote wrong. She said, well, what you do isn't that hard. All you have to do is post stuff online, and that's really not that difficult.
Oh, oof.
And I wanted to kind of like shake her and just be like, what do you think I'm filming when I'm posting? Like, I have to do the stuff in the video. So like all the packaging you see, I have to figure that out. I have to measure everything to make sure this packaging fits with this packaging or like all this kind of stuff. And I was like, there's also figuring out the e-commerce side and how to hook up your like Facebook marketplace.
How did you do your fucking website?
I did it myself.
Yeah.
So I had Wix. So shout out to Wix. But I will say they have a lot of templates that you can start with, and I hated them.
Oh, I believe it.
So we kind of built it up from scratch, and Freddie built the first website, which was great, and I really loved it. And
we love you, Freddie. It was nice.
It was a great website, and I got a lot of compliments on it. He had some elements in there that I would have never thought of. Like when you open up the website, you get a like logo that pops up first, which I would have never known how to do, and he did that. And then I have this weird obsessive compulsive type of behavior where I'll have this idea and then I'll like start thinking about it, and it slowly starts to build into the point where I'll like explode, and I have to work on it that night at that time, and I won't stop until it's completed.
You got to.
So I had that happen on the website. I was like, this should be a little different. We should have more videos. We should have more like moving parts. It should take up the whole screen. So I like sat down and I really got to work.
Yeah.
And I still am not happy with the mobile version, but the website on the computer is like my favorite thing I've ever done.
Well, check this out. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I only looked at the mobile version.
Oh.
And as someone who at my company, I've worked in like MDM, which is like master data management. I worked in web development. I did a bunch of 3D models, and now I work in like design engineering. But like when I looked at your fucking web app, I was like, because I did a little bit of like web development, so I was like, this is nice, easy to use. When you click on things, it opens. Our company spends fucking millions, okay?
Yeah.
Millions, and our website doesn't even fucking work.
That's so wild.
Right? Like that's when I was when I was looking at like, like the studs on the like the plants or like whatever, all the items you offer in the realm. I love that term, the realm.
Thank you. That's my fantasy collection. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a term for like from like garden to the top of the.
No, so what I did was the garden is all my plant accessories. It'll be sun catchers that you can put on your plants.
Right.
Plant charms, plant signs. And then the jewelry box is all the jewelry. And then Realm is the fantasy collection. And like this is one of my fantasy rings.
So you just made this, right? Like you made this. See, that's what I think is so fucking cool. I'm like, damn, dog.
I got to hand set that too. Yeah. So I'll get the raw casting back from work because casting's no joke. It's a lot of heavy machinery. It's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to do.
But you designed this casting, right?
So I built this model in the 3D world in CAD. And then I printed it at work, casted it, and then I have them give me the raw casting. Like they're not allowed to finish it.
Right, of course.
And then I take it, cut off the sprue, clean it all up, hand set it, polish it, and that's how we make it.
I know, I love it. I mean, I watched
really
all
fun.
your videos, so I was like, damn.
I went live for the first time the other day.
How was that?
It was so scary, and I finished one of these rings from beginning to end.
Ooh.
And I thought it went really well. I have no idea how to like use TikTok or like look at the analytics, but it says I had 200 and something views.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's at one time.
I
and I can't figure it out. And then I figured out that you can like change your face and your like makeup and your eyes. And I felt so like anti-TikTok that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go live again.
You're like, as you are filming, you can edit all this shit too.
I got so mad at the app for doing it because like I did another live about that, and I was like, watch my face. It
triggered you.
And I was like, watch my face. And I literally like moved the thing, and you can see my like face get skinnier on the app. So like people are live, like not like real, and that like freaks me out.
Damn, TikTok. Why? TikTok? I must ask you this as a man that's gonna post this shit on TikTok. What type of facial features turn you on TikTok?
Well, they make the eyes bigger.
Yeah,
so for sure.
Okay, so it's an Asian app, right? It's crazy. I as a a small-eyed man myself with like bigger bulbous eyes. But what are you gonna do, bro? Just take the eyes you got. They work.
Yeah. Oh. No, it felt very sleazy.
Yeah.
It really pissed me off, actually.
Yeah. No, I believe it. That's even worse than comments, probably, right? Like comments are just mean people. This is like, what are you doing to me?
So far, I haven't had any mean comments.
Yeah.
I had someone steal my idea. I had 2 people steal my idea flat out that followed me.
That should be like just think of that as flattery.
Well, the one girl was super nice. She was Canadian, and she apologized instantly.
Oh, nice.
Because I said, I did not invent like this stuff. I just have this idea of this design.
Yes.
So you can't copy the exact design. Like I was like, she had the 3-tiered look with a crystal in the center.
Yeah.
3 like stakes. And I was like, do plant charms. I don't care. Just like do it differently. Like don't copy the same exact thing. Like even if she had a 2 drape design with something else, I'd be like, cool. Like you came up with your own. Awesome. Like we're all here to like better each other.
Yeah.
But don't copy.
Don't copy.
And she was really nice, and she was like, "You're right. I did copy. I'm gonna come up with my own designs." And I was like, "Great."
Aww.
The other girl was like, "You can sue me," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I just blocked her on everything. And
fuck that bitch. If I find you, it's over.
It's over.
It's over. I'm gonna send my goons on you. I'm gonna send all my goons.
She only has like 100 followers though on like everything. So I was like, all right, I can't like.
I'm gonna finish her off.
Yeah, 3 strikes.
3 strikes. You're out.
Have you gotten mean comments on your videos?
I mean, what is a mean comment? You know, I've always been the butt end of the joke in my whole life, so I don't even know when someone's being mean, or I'm like, is this a sarcastic joke that you're making on my joke? I don't even know what's mean anymore, to be honest.
And honestly, I've heard this. You want comments to be mean on TikTok because it sparks the algorithm like doing more. So I've actually heard from a lot of people you're supposed to start with a controversial topic that'll make more people comment. So I did a video saying there's no such thing as white gold because there's not.
Oh,
and
did it do really well?
I had a lot of people like share it and comment, and like I did another video where I was talking about why gold plated jewelry sucked, and I had some people like comment on that, and I was like, there's power to this. Like with this pop-up we did, I made like a to-do list of things we needed, and then
how long was that to-do list?
It was pretty long because I didn't realize I do stuff for packaging for shipping, but I don't have anything for displays. Like I didn't know how to display
this is a new fucking department now.
And then I was thinking, well, I don't want to use plastic or cellophane because that's not the vibe or the image I want. It's not what I like either. So we were like, what's like recyclable, reusable? We have to get some wood stuff. And then we were like, well, what do we already have? So I wanted to get stuff that like we already had, things that were recyclable, things we could reuse. So I like ended up building the setup in my apartment like twice. Took pictures of it so I knew what it would look like and all of that stuff. But then I realized we had no POS system.
What's POS mean?
Point of sales.
Okay.
So we had no like cash register.
Oh.
And I didn't want to be Venmo because you never know. You want to think big. So I was like, I didn't know if we were going to exceed our sales for Venmo and they flag you.
That's what you're doing. You're running a legit business.
Yeah. We had to get a Square, like one of those things, and we had to like learn how to use it, and it was actually really simple. So that was awesome. But there was just so many like different projects and things that we never thought about. And the one thing I never really thought about or thought we would get anywhere close to having to do is we got small business taxes we got flagged for it.
The government!
We actually did very well this past year. We've got a Wix and an Etsy. I say we because it's me and Freddie. He does all the business, finance. I would never
shout out Freddie.
I would never be able to do Flourish and Charm without him, honestly. He was the final push that was like, you need to do this and we need to be organized about it.
Hell yeah. That's what a man brings to the table. Just like fucking, hey, let's go.
Like we're a registered LLC.
I love that.
We've got everything.
He made it so legal.
It was so legal, and
I'm running a little illegal right now, so I need my own Freddie.
Honestly, once you do it, once you become an LLC, I think it's like a certain amount of money, but like if you make something with money and you make enough, you're going to have to do small business taxes, and that's the bad part. So operate illegally as long as you can. Sorry, government.
Yeah, sorry.
But like,
you ain't going to catch me. I'm brown, dog.
Try to be under the table as much as you can.
I'm gonna forever.
It was annoying.
Yeah, I'm an all-cash business. Have you ever been to Bar A in Jersey?
No. I think we're going to do custom ones, too.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
like,
you
people
should.
can do restaurant names or, like, podcast names.
I thought,
things like
that's
that.
why I said that. I thought, like, maybe, like, how do you stamp them out?
So... we started with me hand sawing them out. It took way too much time. So it was too much money for each one.
Yeah.
So I reached out to a bunch of laser engravers, and we have a laser engraver at work that
Yeah.
I use, but for the volume we were doing, we were like, we can't do it through my work.
Yeah.
So I design them in Illustrator.
Uh-huh.
I send them the like lines, the vector files.
Yeah.
It's actually a
vector files,
DXF
love
file.
that.
And I ordered the material I wanted, the size I wanted, and they sent it back to us,
Yeah.
and it was perfect. But for the custom ones, they won't be pierced through. It's going to be engraved on it, and then I'm going to have to hand saw them out.
Why can't they punch them through?
Because it takes too much time, and I get charged per hour at my work, and I can't order it from this business a one-off. I'd have to
Yeah.
order bulk of it. So this is all the stuff that goes to the behind the scenes where when that girl said all you do is post videos and pictures, I was so pissed because I'm like, you have no idea the amount of time and research it goes into like making everything.
Yeah. So check this out. This is what I can tell you. So right now where I work, we sell temperature sensors and shit. So anything that you use in your day has a temperature sensor in it.
Yeah.
A lot of shit does. So what I do is if the customer comes in, I mean, from small customers from like kids in universities to like big customers to like, I don't know, dude, like fucking IBM, right? That's using some sensors in their fucking chipware. Like they'll look at our catalog and be like, oh, you guys don't have anything, so we need a custom thing. And then they'll come to me. What you can do is like you can offer like minimum order quantities. Tell us how much you need to buy for me to do this job. Where it's like you can do it.
Yeah.
So if you told me like Bhav, I can't do one Bhav chain, but I can do like 8.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to buy. And then you put a charge on that, so you make money. Like for custom shit, like people will pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't care.
That's where, so I don't know. We did one test with the like engraved out, and it looks cool. Like
Yeah.
it's like it still looks just as good. So we
Yeah.
were like, it's gonna be more money than of
No,
course the
don't
mass
like
production
feel bad
one.
about the money shit, because people who's asking for custom shit
Yeah,
will pay.
that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so bad at that.
Well, what do you like? Don't like think about it like you're bad about it. This is what they want, and this is like how the only way you can get it. And like the thing is, I'm not involved in plant charms, right? Like you are. So it's like if you're like Bhavik, I have to get 13. Like you're gonna have to address 13 plants.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let me get 12 more plants. Like let me like something like that. But like we don't care. We just want that. We're spoiled. You know what I mean? Just something to consider, because I don't have no shame in telling people like we have $1,000 minimum order quantity. Like I don't care if your thing is like $5. Like you're gonna have to order whatever. 900 of them. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's how I like want to be. It's just so hard. Like even with my jewelry pricing.
Yeah.
Like I'm so bad at it. I have like this ring. Technically, we price it out of what should be. And it hurts me to like do. And
I
I'm just
know,
like,
but
I'm
like you
always
also have to make a living, and you're trying to break from that 9 to 5. See, this is what it all breaks down to. Even in comedy, right? People are like, oh, we're doing all these open show mics, these open mic shows, and they're free. But the thing is, the people that really come to comedy and enjoy it, like they'll pay like $1,000 to see Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
They're a fan of what you do. So like, if you start making like higher end things, like they're not gonna be like, oh, Nicole, like, no, this is too much money.
I know.
They're like gonna keep going, keep balling out. Like, well,
It's just so weird.
it is, but like,
It's so weird pricing things out.
You're in the business of satisfaction now.
I know. And I also do the engagement ring wedding band side of it. And we have friends now that are getting engaged, and I did a few people's rings that we know.
Yeah.
And whenever I tell them the price, I always get so like, oh my God, like I feel so bad, blah, blah. And every time they're like, oh, that's it? Because like I get it for a discount because I'm the manufacturer side. So I'm one step behind the jewelry store.
Yeah.
So whatever we give to the jewelry store gets marked up to the general public.
Yeah.
So if you come to me, you get it for the lesser volume.
Just about cost and
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, but you need to make money too. Like you're trying to, like, you know, like they don't care.
It's just
They're gonna
so
spend
weird.
money on other shit for this wedding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they want to like this is like something that's important to them, right? The band, that's like something that's like the most important thing out of the wedding, you know.
Is that? I feel like the food is.
I mean, for at least the couple that's paying for it, right? Like for them, like this is what like, and like especially for the man, like, I mean, like I don't wear rings. Like I'll probably get like just a tattoo of where my ring should be.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, but like for the thing and like for
like I'll definitely have a band made because
Do you know Alex?
No, but that name kind of sounds.
He's
familiar.
North Penn. I'm calling him out.
Yeah, fuck you, Alex.
No, we like him, but we're
Okay.
calling him out.
I like you, Alex.
He thought you. I've never heard this before. He thought that you wear a wedding band the day of the wedding.
Yeah.
And then on special occasions, and then you never wear it. And I was like, we were all out to dinner, and we were all like, absolutely
sounds
not.
about right to me.
And
Sounds
he
about
was
right.
like, no, like you definitely just put it back in the box, and
Yeah.
you just never take it out again.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, you wear it every day. Like
Yeah.
you're supposed to wear it every day, and when you don't wear it every day, you get a tattoo,
Yeah.
or you get a silicone band or something that's like easy. And we ended up doing an Instagram poll because like we couldn't agree, and he got annihilated.
Yeah.
I had
No, I'm with
so many
him.
votes that were like,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Like you wear a ring every day, and like I've never heard that before, so I always think about that now.
Is this Alex character? Is he like a fun rowdy time at times?
He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
He dates my friend Liv.
Okay.
And him and Freddie get along great, but it's just funny because he genuinely believes.
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
like,
I
you
wouldn't want to wear
never-
mine all the time. I'd lose it. That's the thing. Like he probably
Yeah.
knows, like, like I don't want to lose this thing. It's better me just keep it at home in this box. Like
Safekeeping.
she's with me. This is my wedding ring right
Yeah.
here. This is, and actually my wedding ring is actually on that finger. That's my wedding ring. The first one, not the second one, the engagement ring. That one is mine.
Yeah, you're like, I did that.
That one is mine. So the ring on my finger is just like, what? We're doing too many rings now. There's 2 people, 3 rings.
Yeah.
What
I
is
mean,
this?
I always say to everybody, it's not because people always say, "Oh, there's so many diamonds in the world.
Yeah.
De Beers like created a monopoly," but there's not that many diamonds the size people want with the color, clarity, and cut they want
Right.
because there's like natural inclusions in diamonds
Yeah.
and things, so it brings the value down. And there are lots of diamonds that are like salt and pepper diamonds that have inclusions on the inside and they look really cool.
Yeah.
But people always say like, oh, the diamond industry is a scam. And I always say, if you want to participate in this man-made societal norm, then you need the hardest stone possible, which just happens to be a diamond.
Yeah.
But if you don't want a diamond, you can get a moissanite, which all moissanites are lab created. If you get a moissanite that's natural, it'll be more expensive than a diamond. So a man-made stone that is just as hard and good as a diamond for like way, way less. Like a moissanite that's the same size as a diamond could be like $1,000 or like $500. So like the diamond industry is not a scam. It's like what you choose to participate in makes it become more than it is.
It's like when Asia gets like elephant tusk,
Yeah, like
to give 'em
you
hard
assigned
boners.
value to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's a man-made, constructed, valued item, and I helped create it. But it's like, it's just if you want to participate in it, then you need a diamond, a moissanite, like something that's can withstand daily wear, or you're just gonna replace it in like 5 years. So a lot of girls are like, oh, I want an opal, not a diamond, and it's like that stone will break in a year, and then you might have to get a new setting, which might cost like $2,000. So it's like go with the hardest stone, which happens to be a diamond. So it's not exactly that De Beers created a monopoly. It's that De Beers made the desire to have an engagement ring
Right.
that we all bought into. So it's like, are you mad at De Beers or are you mad at the human race?
Wait, when you
for
say
all?
De Beers, what is that?
It's so have you ever seen Blood Diamonds with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I've probably caught some of it
Yeah,
here and
if you
there.
ever-
It sounds highly recognizable. This name, Blood Diamond. You speak
Oh
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
But De Beers is a $1 billion diamond company.
It's real.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the De Beers. They're a monopoly.
Sure.
But they own like a lot of the diamond mines. They own a lot of parts of the
They're probably
trade.
there first.
They were the ones that created the term "a diamond is forever."
Oh,
They
my
marketing.
guys.
Yeah, they did marketing.
Such sweet
But
dudes.
before them, the engagement ring wasn't really like a thing.
Okay.
So like people did other things. They promised other items. It could have been a necklace. It could have just been
Sure.
property.
Ferrari.
Things
Here you
like
go,
that.
babe. I got a Ferrari for you.
But they really grasped like the engagement ring and pushed well, if you're going to give an item that's
Yeah.
supposed to represent your love for eternity, it should be a diamond because it's the
Yeah.
hardest substance in the world
Mm.
that the earth made, and like blah blah. And they're not wrong, and everyone bought it. So it's like there are a ton of diamonds in the world, but there's also diamond drill bits, diamond saws, like all these types of machinery that use diamond parts.
Oh, you know what? Now that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
have heard of these terms.
it's really interesting. It's just long-winded, so it's
Yeah.
like it's easier to say like, oh, diamonds are such a scam, and it's like, well, kind of, but it's like you bought into this scam.
But they're
Like,
actually
it's-
not a scam because they're the hardest, like raw material that the earth has to offer.
Yeah, and I think it's you also break it down to like, it's kind of, and this is me getting all like romanticizing it, but it's like human beings mathematically and scientifically applied the way like science and math works to cut it exactly
yeah.
perfect to make like the way it refracts
Mhm,
perfect. And it's
mhm.
like this perfect blend of like
Yeah.
natural earth beauty and the human mind.
Yeah.
It is really cool. Like even if you're into just rocks, it's a
No,
cool
yeah.
rock. So it's just interesting. And that's where I always get like when people are like, oh, diamonds are a scam. I'm like, no, it's so much deeper than that.
There
like,
are just some people out here just trying to fight the patriarchy for
Yeah.
just the sake of. I'm just like, calm the. But they're like,
Yeah.
they want a diamond. That person that's saying that, like, they're just
Yeah.
wishing a guy would come here and just give him a $400 million rock.
It's
That's all they want.
it's definitely the industry's taking a hit of people like wanting different things now.
Yeah, well, money is hard to come by in this economy right now. So it's like they're like, I'll
Yeah.
accept whatever for now.
It's interesting.
babe.
I just did 3 engagement rings for people that we kind of know. I think you know all of them
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the first one was a natural oval diamond,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, and it was obviously the most expensive. The second was a lab-grown diamond,
Whoa.
and that was a little bit cheaper but bigger than the natural diamond.
Now, are the lab grown ones just as hard?
yeah,
Okay.
everything is right up there. The moissanite is a 9.5 instead of 10, so that's less. So there's a Mohs hardness scale from
Yeah.
1 to 10.
I think I know about Mohs
Yeah.
hardness. Mohs! I
Yeah.
do, dude.
And so
that's a
diamonds are 10, and then
dude.
moissanite is 9.5.
Mm.
But the third oval ring I did, they all wanted the same thing, oval with like a simple band. The third one I did was a moissanite, and it was the biggest of all of them, and it was the least like costly, and it looks just as good. It sparkles just as much,
Yeah.
and it's just as hard. So it's like, why, if you don't care about the exact origin of it,
Yeah.
then why not go for the one that can fit in your budget the best and give you the look you want?
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
He needs to be humbled.
He needs to be humble.
I like your plant, by the way. I
Thank
wanted to
you.
compliment
This is
that.
you might know the real
Golden
name.
pothos.
Is that what it is?
Mhm. I think I said it.
Ah!
I think I cannot pronounce any plant names for the life of me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a pothos or a pothos.
I just know it as a money plant. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Okay, that's what like
I was gonna say.
brown people know it as.
I was gonna say the money plant is a different type of plant.
What is a money
in-
plant to you?
Look up on your computer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look up money tree or money plant.
Okay.
It looks like a little bamboo, not bamboo, a little bonsai type of plant. The golden pothos though is like the best vining plant ever. It's like low light, low maintenance.
Oh yeah, Alejandro, man, he's definitely real chill.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I really like
I'm about to
that.
give him a chain too. He's so excited. I said, man, you don't even know what's coming today. I got Alejandro, Roomby, and Clifford. Roomby is my Roomba.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. And that's what we do here. Just the 4 of us living here, just surviving. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah, that.
Is this
Not the
that?
Pelia. Not the Pelia. Pilea. I don't know how to
Which
say
one
that.
is the Pilea? This is all
The
plants?
circle, the one
one?
with circle leaves.
This one?
I guess people call that a Chinese money plant. But the one I was talking about is right below, well, next to it. It looks like a little bonsai.
Yeah, I
think.
see this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Mom.
But you're right, because there's a pothos all the way on the right. At the top, the vining plant.
Yeah, is this that?
That's what you have.
Oh.
Well, I was about
So I
to,
guess it is a money plant
Yeah.
too.
well,
They're all money.
maybe my mom and you can get together and you guys can discuss what's the correct name for this plant. You know what I mean?
I accept money plant.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can
okay.
accept it.
I love that. You
I
already
can accept it.
accepted defeat. I love that.
Yeah. We can all be money plants.
Yeah, they can all be money
Yeah,
plants.
I like that.
Yeah. And I'm so excited. I don't know which one I'm gonna put on him yet, but
Well, you need a succulent for the suck it one.
yeah, I was actually thinking about putting the suck it one on the wall because it's so provocative.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? I was like, the other one is like a best friend or what's the first one?
Favorite child.
Favorite child. Yeah,
Yeah.
something about favoriting something.
Yeah,
You know,
favoritism.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
practice that.
Yeah. No, I love how like I had this question. It was like the one was like aloe there.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is suck it. Like what plant is favorite child? Well, what plant is that
The
from?
idea was you got to put it on any one of your favorite plants. Because, like, I know plant parents are kind of crazy. So I have, like, over 100 plants.
Wow.
And I have a few friends that have, like, up there. And,
What does that mean? You have 100 pots in your house?
some of them share. Like, I have, like, a really
little
long one.
community.
And I've got, like, 6 in one. But they're
Wow.
individual personalities with care and love. But, no, I have a lot of plants.
Okay,
I-
now tell me about like feeding routine. When's that? Like every Wednesday, like once a week? How
No,
does that
so
go?
you should never have a watering schedule.
Oh,
That is something that is a huge myth in the
Okay.
plant world. Things change based on like the weather, the time
Yeah.
of like month, the time of the year it is, your lighting situation.
Sure, I can believe that.
If you go on vacation and you mess it up.
Uh-huh.
But what you really should do is first lift the pot.
Okay.
If the pot feels extremely light,
Uh-huh.
it needs a watering.
Wow.
That's a go-to thing. If you lift a pot and you go, wow, that is super light, like that's a
Because all the
problem.
soil is dry.
It's so dry.
Wow.
And then the other way is if you're not really sure, you stick your finger in the soil and about 2 inches down. If it's damp, do not water it. But if you feel down and your finger's dry,
Yeah.
you should give it a good soak. And like when I say soak, you should let the water run out the drainage holes. And like if it's bone dry, which means the soil is like a desert, you should drench it and then wait 20 minutes and then drench it again. And then put it back in its other pot or its like little saucer and never let it sit in water.
Yeah.
But that's like my watering schedules. And you have to like do this for all of them. But I do the method of like survival of the fittest. So like I have some plants that are really temperamental and I group them together and I have them easily accessible so I can check
Okay.
on them.
Yeah.
But my other plants, I like visually will check them.
Yeah, just hey, you in the corner of the room,
Yeah.
you holding on? All right.
Well, like that plant you have,
Yeah.
you'll be able to tell when it's thirsty. The
Oh,
leaves will
yeah.
curl and
I
like
know.
look.
Yeah. This is actually a trim. He grown so large that I cut some of his.
Did you save them?
No,
You
because
can propagate them.
I know, but like I think it would have been just too much in there. Or you mean propagate them into another?
Yeah.
I'm not a plant
No,
lady.
all you have to do is grab a glass of water and put it in.
I know, but then I'm gonna have 50. Like it was like I'm gonna, you know.
That's
I
how
only
you get
have
most
like 8
plants.
glasses in this whole apartment.
See, you can honestly save these
Yeah.
and put them in this, and it'll grow.
Nicole, you don't understand. Nicole, you don't understand. The animals I have coming through this room doing the podcast, if they come in here and I have 50 plants lined up and then 3 cameras, they're gonna be like,
Oh my
what
God.
the is going on in here, dog?
I didn't expect to have this many plants. It like creeped up on me.
I feel like for a lot of plant people, it kind of creeps up on you, right?
Well, like I've been collecting since college.
Oh, that's a long time right now.
And I first started with like 5,
Mm.
and then I had 10, and then I brought my 10 around to different places.
Yeah.
But I lived in the basement,
Oof.
so I didn't have light.
Oof.
So all my plants, I don't know how they survived, to be honest.
They
but
loved
they
you.
did.
They were just like, Nicole, the love you're giving us, you know, in this basement, we're gonna strive.
They
for
should
you.
have died, but
Oh,
they
damn.
didn't. I have no idea how they didn't die. They're all real.
Yeah.
But then when I moved to my last place in Kensington, not the place I'm at now, but the
Yeah.
place before that, I had like a ton of natural
Mm.
light, and I just was.
They thrive.
I really was like, oh, well, I have sunlight now, so I can get
Yeah.
plants. And then I just like got plants. And every time I got one plant, I get like 3. So then I'd bring home like 3 or 4 at a time. And then it just grew and
I
grew.
love that.
Yeah, and now I have a ton. And I have like doubles.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3 fiddle leaves, like different, it's like the same plant, but at different stages of their life. And like, it seems psychotic, but I just really like seeing like the baby one, the teenage one, and then the adult one. And if one dies, then I have a backup of it. So it's like, I kind of have like,
you kind of have like all the Pokemon right there.
Yeah.
Just like
every evolutionary cycle.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You have so many plants.
I know.
You're like, I guess being a plant lady is better than being like that one lady that comes home with like a new cat every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least plants like provide oxygen.
Yeah.
And you're breathing probably really good in Philly. Like you're probably breathing some of the best air in Philly.
I probably am.
Yeah. Like
it's all purified.
That's why you were kind of like just like chill, because all your air is all this plant shit. You know, you have so many plants around you.
And I think there was a study done that the more plants you have, the more like calm you are.
It makes
like,
sense.
You become relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, look how chill Alejandro is. He lives in this apartment, and he's just like that all the time.
He's a good plant.
He's just like this all the time. Yeah? That's what you doing, Bhav, over here?
He's chill.
Hey, he's chill. I even got a... So the thing is, when I first got him, I used to like aerate him all the time. And then like my mom was all like, oh, like I already like treated the soil and everything. Like she took care of it. She was like, don't fucking do anything. Just water it.
It's so funny. Don't mess with it.
I was like, exactly. And, you know, Alejandro's been living. He's doing a good time. But you know what you killed me earlier, what you said was like, you want to, you know, like stick your finger a little bit in his soil. And I don't think Alejandro wants me to finger him.
It's the best way to tell though, because like
I don't think he wants
there's
that.
no guesswork. And if I think those moisture meters that people use, they can be so temperamental.
Yeah.
And like it's the best way is by feeling the pot for weight and checking the actual soil.
Well, I'm gonna pick him up more. Be like, hey, buddy, you know.
How do you feel today?
Yeah, exactly.
But like after you do a watering, pick up your pot and you'll see how heavy it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's so heavy. So like there's a clear difference.
Mm.
That's why watering schedules are bullshit.
You think so?
I totally know.
No, that kind of like makes sense, and I feel like people only believed in this watering schedule because it's like, so you don't forget to water, don't forget to look at this motherfucker in the back of your corner. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's going on?
Well, I'll do like, it's so weird, but I'll do schedules to check.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not
I think that's
schedules
what
to
it is.
water.
Right,
like I'll
right.
just be like, all right, I'm checking this corner today, and I do it in
yes.
batches of corners instead of the whole thing because
Right.
it gets too much.
Yeah, I mean, you have 100 of these guys,
Yeah.
and like, tell me about it. Do they have personalities, or some girls, some guys? Are they all just like unisex, or what's their deal?
I call them by their actual names.
Okay.
So that's like the weird part, but I think of them as like definitely gendered, even though I probably shouldn't, but I did.
No, it's okay.
And
We're a gender fluid community here at the
Yeah.
Bobcast.
they just give off a different energy.
Yeah.
But right now I'm moving them. So what I've decided to do is every time I move it, I'm going to take a picture of the box and I'm going to label them. So I have box 1 and box 2 done. And when I get it to the new place, I'm actually treating them all for pests. Because no matter what, you're going to have pests when you have this many. So the only ways to like combat it are to treat regularly and to also, if you want, have predatory pests. And I think this is the coolest thing, yet I have not convinced Freddie that it's okay yet. But if you have spider mites, which are really tiny little bugs, you can buy predatory mites, which are other little tiny bugs, and you release them onto your plants, and then they literally wage a war.
I believe it, yeah.
These predatory mites will go kill all the spider mites, and then once they're rid your plants of all the pests, they go looking for more pests, and if they can't find it, they'll evacuate your area to find more. So they're always on the lookout for pests. So I think it's the best way to combat it. It sounds so lazy. You just release these.
He's probably like, your plants are indoor plants though, right? He just probably doesn't want to release all these. Yeah, that's what probably is on his mind.
But I'm like, they won't leave the plants, and if they do leave the plants, they're in search of more pests. They're the good guys.
He just doesn't want to be like sitting on the toilet taking a shit for like 20 minutes and one of these guys like somehow crawls up his ass. No, this is I take long shits, so like sometimes I'm like, damn, like something could have easily got me. You know what I mean? Like, I know exactly what he's fearful of.
No, I understand that. I think his exact words were like, we're not releasing more bugs in the apartment. And I was like, okay. But yeah, so during the move, I have to treat all of them for pests.
No, that sounds correct. I would be like,
on that train. Did you know ladybugs are also like a fucking
Yes.
warrior?
That's the second thing you can do. It's the predatory mites and the ladybugs. The ladybugs get all the aphids, and I think they get something called thripes. And then the predatory mites get all your like spider mites and like mealybugs and that stuff.
Oh my god.
So you need a combination of both.
Yeah.
I know a girl that did them, and I said it was like the lazy plant parent approach, and I love it.
Yeah, but I heard, so when I heard about this, I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, because I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was little, but I couldn't because it's not an engineer. So, so anytime I hear animals doing cool shit, I'm like, oh hell yeah. And I was like, these ladybugs, these guys. I mean, then I was like, yeah, what do they eat? And then I just thought about Bug's Life, that ladybug. He's just like, duh. You know what I mean? He's like a fucking big bulbous dude.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You appreciate that movie now more as a plant person?
Definitely. I love.
Have you
Bug's
watched it
Life.
recently?
I watched it on a plane, but I don't know where I was going.
Yeah.
I might have
But
been to
was it in like the
California.
last 5 years? You
Yeah.
think? Okay.
Yeah. That's a good movie. Except I hate praying mantises, and the one character is a praying mantis, so I'm like not cool with him.
Yeah.
I forget
Why do
his
you hate
name.
praying mantis?
I don't know. I really
They're
hate
so
them.
baller.
I hate them so much. I don't care about any bug ever. Like silverfish, those giant thousand-leggers, I'll pick them up. I don't care.
Ew. Wow.
But
We're
praying
opposite
mantis,
right now.
I can't even look at them.
Why?
Like I don't know. I don't
They're
know
so
what it
cool.
is. I can't. I just they don't do it for me at all.
At my last crib, I used to live at like 1500 Locust, and my apartment was 29 floors up, right? And I had this praying mantis come like
Oh my God.
several times just to the balcony, just hang out, and he was like fucking. He was
Big.
like a little bit and a half. I mean, he's up there. He is up there in the
like, give me
skyline.
heebie-jeebies just even thinking about it. I don't know why.
I mean, I think they're so cool. I'm like those
They
those
eat.
thousand leggers.
Wait, you know they eat the female.
Yeah, but like
They're
there's.
cannibals,
No,
and
I
they
thought-
eat birds.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought the females eat the males.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I just lied to you. But they also eat birds.
I mean, that's okay.
There's videos of them eating hummingbirds.
I have to watch this. This sounds really
That's
exciting.
so gross
Yeah.
to me. I'm like, oh, a bug should not be able to eat a bird.
Yeah.
Like, that's a problem.
I don't know.
Wait,
This-
did you hear about the giant spiders that are coming to our area?
Oh my god! At first it was killer hornets. Now it's giant spiders.
Have you heard about
No,
this?
what?
Look this up.
Let's look it up.
Wait, type in type in giant spider. I think it's in Pennsylvania.
Okay, hold on. Giant.
I didn't believe this at first. I don't think they're harmful at all.
Dude, they're harmful. They're giant fucking.
No, I
spiders.
don't think they are. I think they're really nice, but this is like new, like brand new. I just saw it.
Okay.
I think they look like orb weavers.
Oh my god, these things, guys. These are coming to Pennsylvania. This article is written March 18th, 2022.
Yeah, this is it. So they're giant flying
East
spiders.
Asian spiders.
Yeah.
Palm-sized East Asian spiders.
And they asked Penn State.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck.
And I think they like drop from the sky. Like
Dude.
that's the scariest part.
So, you know, I do understand spiders and I respect them. And the other day I realized how smart spiders were. I was in the gym and I was hold on, let's see these motherfuckers. Jesus. I'm not ready. Nicole, this is actually my biggest fear. You talk about fears now? Fucking spiders. What do you
Do you see it?
No, not yet. Hold on.
They're hanging from the telephone wire.
Those no. That's so many.
There's so many. Did you hear that woman?
What did she say?
Jesus.
No.
That's them though.
Oh my.
They're huge.
I'm not ready. Oh my god, look at all them.
Apparently they're really docile though.
They're docile my ass. Sorry. After the whole lanternfly thing,
Oh, that is disturbing.
if you're an invading species on my life, if you're landing on my balcony fucking around with my peacefulness
Yeah.
that I work so hard for, you're dead. I put out Gorilla Tape out there, you
Oh,
know, but
good.
like with some sweet honey on it. So these motherfuckers would come
Oh
in
my
and be like,
God.
and then they get stuck to the Gorilla Tape and that come out later. And I just yell at them, I got you. I got you. Sometimes I'd come out there with WD-40
Oh my god.
and I just spray one wing and they'd be jumping like this, like just in
Oh
a
my
circle,
God.
dude.
I think we lost the war to them.
I didn't. Not
we
here.
were supposed to like contain it to. It was like found in Morgandale, like,
Dude,
and they like couldn't contain it,
Yeah.
and it got to Jersey and it got to Maryland, and like I don't think they were able to contain it. I
Nah.
think they literally said we lost.
We
So,
lost.
like,
I mean, like if they didn't have such a long, like short, like life, long,
Yeah.
short life, they would have fucking,
no,
taken
but they
over.
lay eggs
Yeah, they're
that
coming.
last through the winter.
Oh god.
Like you have to get rid of them using a knife and alcohol. Like we were doing that at my hometown, like in Lansdale. You literally take a knife and you scrape off the lanternfly like egg sac, and you have a cup of alcohol and you just drop it into it and it kills it instantly.
No way. My dad like
Yeah.
put some like duct tape on the tree out front of our
Yeah.
house, and he put some juices on there, and he was catching like literally 1,000 a week.
Oh my god!
I was like, go dad,
Ugh.
go daddy-o.
Damn, I hate them so
Yeah,
much.
and now you're talking about these fucking spiders.
I
Look-
know
Nicole, look at that.
they're huge.
I was just like, oh man, that's just my old TV from 2020, being old, but no,
No.
those are spiders.
Oh god! And like apparently they're not poisonous, and they're well. So you know how daddy long legs have like venom, but they can't pierce the skin of
Yeah.
a human. Apparently that's what they do. They're venomous, but they can't pierce our skin.
All right, guys, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
Torches, flamethrowers, they can't beat those things. They're not cockroaches. Just fucking go get them. Oh my god, I'm
Ugh.
so nervous for this. I hope they don't. They're gonna reach here because we're such a Pennsylvania.
I know.
I have to
they're
prepare.
already in Pennsylvania, so it's just a matter of time before they get to Philly.
Well, hopefully, like Philly animals will eat them first.
I feel like the only Philly animal there is like a pigeon, a raccoon, and a possum.
Do you think it's possible to be fishing in the Philly sewers for like shit? Or,
Yeah.
Or you think that's a gimmick? Like people.
No, I really think that's a thing because if you think about people that like flush fish and stuff
Yeah.
down the drain,
I've
and like
flushed a couple fish down.
yeah,
the
there's
drain.
definitely live things down there.
Yeah.
I did hear recently somebody say, "Do you think pigeons exist outside of cities?" I have never thought about that before.
Wow.
I think they're only existing in cities, and there are no such thing as pigeon birds in the wild.
I could see that. Like I looked it up. Like when I first moved to Philly, there was a lot of cockroaches, and like sometimes me and my girl be walking home, and there'll be like a whole sidewalk.
Oh yeah,
And we like she's so like, and I'm like, what the fuck, my shoes, dog, can't be, because I don't want to bring no cockroach guts into my home,
I can respect.
because that can like that attracts more of them.
I didn't know that.
They smell a little bit of dead cockroach. They're like, what happened to George? We gotta go inspect this. You know what I mean? So, and it was like when the whole pandemic happened, they were gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're talking about like these fucking spiders coming? The fucking what do you call it? Like I'm like still worried about the cockroaches. Like they haven't came back yet. And when they were here, dude.
No, I'm gonna tell you, they're still in Fishtown in Kensington.
No, when like
I will send you a picture of one tonight.
Oh.
At our gym, they have like little traps out, and there is 10 dead ones near the traps that are brand new. One was still kicking, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. And I
Yeah.
kept going to the gym.
Do you think the rats and mice are cute or ugly in
Um,
Philadelphia?
well, I have mixed feelings because I had like hamsters growing up, and I had actual guinea pigs at
Sure.
Temple
Sure.
when I went to school there. It's like I like the rodent family. I love my friends' pet rats and stuff, but like wild rats freak me out, and I've seen some big ones
Yeah.
inside fraternity houses and stuff at Temple.
Oh, right. You guys
Ooh.
had such a different Greek
Like,
life.
ooh, it was. I saw a giant rat. Like I thought it was a cat at AU Pi.
Uh-huh.
That's the bad fraternity. They got in trouble for a
Yeah,
bunch
all
of law stuff.
fraternities are bad. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I was in one too. I can say that.
Yeah, they were. I was never in a
we're-
sorority.
We're all bad people. I will just lead the army. Yes, guys. No one cancel us. We're all bad. I know.
That's funny.
God damn, I know
Yeah,
what
but
we are.
we saw a mouse at my apartment right now,
Mm.
and I'm definitely a lot more like I don't really care than Freddie is.
Yeah.
Freddie is definitely a little more like we need to take care of this. I saw him, and I'm just kind of like, all right, we're moving out. We're in the city. This will happen. Like, we just have to deal with it. Like, I don't care. I do not care if he found a little home temporarily because he will not be coming with us. So,
Yeah.
like, give him what he wants for now. But no, I don't really give a crap. It's more about what they carry. Like, if you kill a mouse, I've heard this. I don't know if it's true. If you kill a mouse, everything that was on it runs places. So if they have fleas or like ticks or like bed bugs and you kill it, you've killed a live host. So they go in search of a host.
Whoa.
So that's why the live traps are good.
Whoa.
Sorry, all the PETA people. Because you don't kill it in your house and then you take it outside and you deal with it there.
Why? Just learn some key facts here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but it scared me
That
enough
sounds about
that,
right.
like, whenever I know there's a mouse, I'm like, oh God, like, do we have our bed bug protector on our mattress? Like, is there like, I don't like the things they carry.
Yeah. You know, every time I see one out in the wild, I'm like, oh, so cute. But like, you know, that's where I like them, out in the wild.
Not in your house.
Yeah.
I would love to get a pet, but it's really not in the cards right now.
Yeah, no.
It's
You
not in
gotta.
the cards.
You're running a full. Like it's not even a full business yet because you don't even know all the things you still have to do.
Yeah.
That's the problem. What we do, right? Like every day is like, what? I got to do this too.
Yeah.
I thought it was done.
Yeah. There's so much, and it's also just like learning all these new things.
Yeah.
I like didn't know that I didn't know how to write to a customer. Like it sounds so stupid, but it took me a long time to grasp this. And you think it would be easier to understand.
Yeah.
The customers don't really care about you at all.
No.
They care about them. So like I was writing too much of a like my point of view or my like what I'm trying to tell you and what I want to sell you, where that's not what they even remotely care about. So I'd like write like, and I still struggle with it. Like I've got 2 seconds to write a caption that will stop them and make them read it. And it has to be from their point of view. Like what value do I bring them? And I still struggle with that so much. And like that writing copy and like things like that, I'm so bad at, but
it's all a learning curve.
yeah.
You know what? You have like, so my family has owned a Dairy Queen now, like since I've been in 8th grade, right? So it's like,
I know that Dairy Queen.
oh yeah. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Probably seen my folks there.
You're right next to that really good sushi place too.
Oh, downstairs. Yeah. They've been holding up.
Oh my God.
They've been holding up. They've been living through. They've been holding up. And, but like customers always right. Even if they said like, I want a small vanilla cone and you give it to them and they're like, why isn't this a small blizzard? I'm like, what do you mean? You asked for a small vanilla cone. They're like, no, I asked for a small I asked for fucking chili cheese dog actually.
Yeah.
You're like, are you sure?
Are you sure?
But yeah, you did ask for a pretzel actually. You asked the pretzel. That's what you wanted.
That was it.
Yeah, then we had to do 18 transactions.
No, you're right. With the customer being always right, we have this thing where it's happened a few times now where customers will put in the wrong address.
Oh.
And they'll come to me really angry, like, I haven't gotten my charm, or like this one girl was so mean and she would just really came at me saying like I was so unprofessional. And I was like, well, tracking your tracking number, it says it got delivered in the mailbox on this date at this time.
Yeah.
Well, it's not here, blah, blah. So I repeat back the address. Yeah, that's the right one. And we did it a bunch of times. She's in Canada.
Yeah.
So that's more shipping than it usually is. And we actually only charge our customers $10 when it costs $15 to ship there. So I eat $5 every time I ship international, which is a lot.
It is.
We like, yeah. So this girl, I actually shipped it to her 3 times. And finally, the 3rd time, she was like, oh my God, I forgot my apartment number. And I was like, oh, okay. And I shipped it to her. Never heard from her again. I reached out and I was like, just checking. Did you receive it? Oh, yeah, I did. It was awesome. Thank you so much. And I was like, are you serious?
Dude.
I lost sleep over this.
Yeah, fuck. That's the worst.
And it's weird because some customers are really mean about it. And then I had one girl who, she just reached out to me. This just happened. She got a present for her friend and she was like, oh my God, she moved and I didn't realize. What can we do about this? I understand if you can't do anything. And I was like, no, I definitely will resend it.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Like for sure. And we always resend it, but it's just so different the way like customers will respond to like,
you know, like, so
mistakes.
do you, when you get one of these emails, do you have like a initial, just like a template response?
So I don't know so much on the Wix side.
Uh-huh.
The Wix, it sounds so silly, but we do more of our sales through Wix than I do through Etsy. And Etsy has a good number of sales right now for a year.
Yeah.
And the Wix is so weirdly, I don't want to use the word removed, but like it's, there's almost like this wall between me and the customer where they don't leave me a review.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they can read reviews of other people, which I want to put up there, but it's just kind of like they see my site, they order it, and then I send it to them, and then I never really hear from them again.
Right.
Etsy is so much more like in my face, and like there's no boundary between the shop seller and the customer. They can send me a message whenever they want, and it comes up like a text, like on a, like it comes up like an iMessage.
Right.
Whereas if they message me on Wix, it would come through my email.
Yeah.
So it's just this different type of just instant connection with the customer, and you're timed on Etsy. So if you don't answer a customer within a certain time frame, you don't become a star seller. So you'll never get a star next to your name.
Wow.
So like if you don't answer within, I think it's 12 hours, then you get like a penalty, and they'll say like you take too long to answer your customers back. Like they need a response within this allotted time.
Right.
Which is a lot.
That is.
And
if you're a one-man band or a one-woman band.
And if they email you or message you at awkward hours, like if I had a girl message me during the show this Saturday, I went to a comedy show. She messaged me during the comedy show. Hi, like when is my package going to be delivered? And like I started answering her, and Freddie's like, this is Saturday night at like, I think it was Friday night. He was like, it's Friday night at like 9:00. Like, no, don't answer her. And I was like, I have to. Etsy will hate me. So like, it's just this weird.
Hey, Etsy, don't be doing that. Come on.
Well, we're thinking about getting off Etsy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard this. I just found this out. People, besides they're raising the seller's fees, or they're like raising all their fees, so that's like bad.
Yeah, of course.
There's a psychological element to Etsy where customers will buy from any Etsy shop and then say, oh, I got it from Etsy.
Oh, I have heard this.
Etsy.
Yeah.
But nobody ever says like, oh, I got it from Flourish and Charm. The first thing you said.
You say this. Did you make something
I made
about
a TikTok about it.
Yeah, I heard
and,
you say it. Wow. See, you got reach.
Thank you. I'm reaching. But no, it's such a true statement that I never thought about.
Yeah.
And like my dad even did the other day. He was like, oh, I got these cool glasses off Etsy.
Wow.
And I was like, no, you didn't. You got it from a small business.
Who's the seller, Dad? I need to know.
So I was just like, wow, I never thought about it that way. And that really like got me.
Yeah.
But the other hand, Etsy does all your SEOs for you, which is like search engine optimizations. Sorry for that.
Oh, no. We love that
But
here.
like,
We're here learned doctors. We love all those explanations.
But I like, I'm kind of getting the hang at it, like figuring out what you need to put in certain places so that you come up on certain search engines.
Yeah.
But Etsy does it for you. And all you have to do is like write every thing that relates to your product in any sort of degree under the sun.
I know.
Anywhere on the page. And they like they drive so much traffic.
Yeah.
So it's such I don't know what to do.
No, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep going. You know, like the product itself is holding, right? Now you're just figuring out how to get it to the people.
Yeah.
But the product is holding. So
far.
yeah, you're not like, no, I think it's cool. Like I was like, you know, putting a chain on this naked man over here. I was like, yeah, because then I thought about myself when I take a shower and I have a chain on. I was like, yeah, Alejandro. Welcome back to the Bobcast. I had to take a pee break. It is what it is. I have to pee sometimes. So I wanted to talk to you about soil.
Yes.
You have a real infatuation with soil, don't you?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Probably not as much as I should.
Like, what do you treat your plants with soil-wise?
It depends on the plant.
Oh,
But
I love that.
If it's a desert like cactus plant, I definitely have a lot of perlite in there, and of course I've got sand in some of my cactuses.
Ooh.
But for a lot of my rainforesty tropical plants, I actually use orchid bark.
Okay.
So I'll use 50% orchid bark, 50% organic 25% organic soil, and then 25% perlite, so that there's air pockets and that it's not just all densely packed in there. I never leave whatever soil it comes with, though, ever. Because I once found this trick. If you see the white stuff in your soil and you pinch it, if it crushes immediately, it's perlite. If it's squishy and bounces back, it's styrofoam.
Wow. Shit.
So, and most Home Depot plants uses the styrofoam.
No,
mix.
Home Depot.
Yes.
Why you gotta be doing that?
They call them big box plant stores in the plant community.
Oh, wow.
So like Lowe's, Home Depot, anywhere you can get mass-produced plants that are like not specialized at a plant store.
Yeah.
Those are called big box plant stores.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, is there intention that you're gonna replant them later?
I don't think they care.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
is that why they're putting like styrofoam in there?
No, I really don't think they care. Like it's
Oh.
like they don't treat for pests. They
Mm.
just give you the bare minimum to
Yeah.
get this plant out of their store and into your hands.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
They don't educate the people like,
Yeah.
hey, you should probably repot it with different soil. They don't like say like, hey, treat your plant for pests.
Yeah,
They just give it to you.
right.
If you go to a plant store, they're usually like, do you want like care instructions? Like, can we like tell you which like light would be best? Like they literally want you to succeed. Like
Yeah.
Home Depot, they're like, all right, like, can we have an email?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's all I
I
say.
know. Yeah, Home Depot be like that.
Yeah.
How about Lowe's? Are they any better?
No, they're all the same. I'm sorry.
No, not Lowe's.
Walmart.
Oh,
they're all
Walmart, I can kind of expect
Yeah,
that from.
but no, Lowe's, Home Depot, unless you have like an A-star seller there that's like super into plants and like will help you or
Yeah.
like say stuff, like they don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting you in and out. They're working their 9 to 5. They just got put in the plant department.
No.
Yeah.
I know, man.
It's so sad.
So, did you know like all the soil on the planet is kind of like dried out basically, and if we don't kind of fix it, like just like the air or the ocean, it's
It'll be bad.
pretty bad, especially in America. So the thing is like we do like monocrop, like one singular crop type of
Rotation.
farming.
Yeah.
And like so a farmer will only grow corn, and that really just after like a decade just
Depletes the soil.
oh man. And this
Yeah.
guru I was talking about, Sadhguru, right? Like or Sadhguru. You know, I have to say it with the accent or all of India's gonna be like, what the fuck is that that whitewashed gibberish you're speaking with? But he's like going on a mission, making all these countries sign a treaty where they kind of like agree to like fix their soil. And I'm like, bruh, like he's like, it's kind of like a hate crime on the generations in front of us
Yeah.
because how are they gonna make food?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
If we like deplete all the nutrients out of the soil and we're not doing anything to like fix it.
Yeah. What is like? Are you like you're a plant lady, but are you a vegetarian or no?
No.
Nah, it's okay. You don't. Yeah, it's not like a.
I'm not a
yeah,
vegetarian.
It's okay. You don't have to be.
No. I'm thinking about this like crop rotation thing though,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
how did
yeah.
you get started? Like, how did you figure this out?
So he brought it on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And it all kind of really made sense. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, think about it. Like if you're a farmer making just anything, you're only focused on one thing to sell. So you don't really care about like other things, but that's how you keep the soil healthy is by like growing multiple
crop
things.
rotation.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
just growing multiple things at one time, and like if you grew corn here, the next time you grow something else here. And
I wonder what you could do. Rent a farm?
I don't even know.
Rotate farms?
It
like,
was just like you have to just let those farmers grow everything.
oh, man.
Yeah, and like we have to invest more into our land and give them more money. No one wants to give farmers money.
No, but
Yeah.
we should.
We should, but it's easier to give like, Kim Kardashian more money, which I don't want to not give her more money. Like,
I think they want to give the military more money.
them too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, dude. Oh man. I mean, the military. I think don't they already have enough money? Like we already gave them. Like our military's stacked now, right?
I actually,
They can't be needing more money. How much more money do they need?
so funny. I just saw something. I wish I could remember who. I think it was Philip DeFranco.
Who is that?
He's a really big YouTuber.
Okay.
You should check him out. He does like daily updates.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it was him. He talked about how they wanted to increase. No, it might not been him. I think it was John Oliver. Now that I think about it, he did something about how they want to increase our like nuclear warheads in the United
Sure.
States. But if you look it up, there's like a certain number of nuclear warheads that are unaccounted for, that they've said are unaccounted for, and they
Right.
don't know where they are. And it's like,
Yeah.
maybe you should focus on like the ones you have before we like go get more.
No,
and,
they
like,
know where they are. They're just saying like we need more. Like they've made just an underground stockpile. somewhere.
You're like,
I know.
oh,
what
we're
they're
missing
doing.
some, so we need more.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just get an engineering job that's like for the Department of Defense or the government.
You would always have a job.
Dude, they're always making bombs and shit. I'm
No,
like,
they
all right,
totally
this
are.
is like, is this my calling actually? Like, is this like going home? Like, yeah, let's just make some explosives.
It's where you have to decide what like matters, money or
Money.
money. No, I was gonna say the goodness of the world or money.
Well, sometimes we're building defense missiles, right? So if someone shoots
Yeah.
something at you, you're shooting something back at that missile to
to
explode
stop it?
Yeah, before it lands.
I think I saw a video on that where it looked like they were shooting like a machine gun into the sky, and it was just like
So
stopping.
sometimes you're building some anti.
See, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Protection.
But then you can also use those same weapons to hurt.
Damn. And I'm over here with my like plants.
No, dude. You're bringing some fresh air to like the place you're living. There's barely any plants in Philly.
I feel like they're trying to.
They try, but it's hard.
We do need more biophilic, like architecture and stuff. Like how Singapore has like all the like cities that are built with like gardens in it. Like that's what we need in Philly.
Yeah.
Like
it would be nice if they had like the plant walls, right? But they build urinals into them. And then you could pee on the walls and they'd be fucking feeding the plants.
I don't think urine can give nutrients to a plant.
I don't think so either. But
it probably hurts the plant. It's probably acidic.
It just be like the bottom plants. It's okay.
just the ones along the bottom. Screw those plants.
Yeah, what's your least favorite plant?
A Christmas cactus.
Yeah, we'll put them down there.
I think they're awful. I think they're the ugliest plant. Look it up.
Look it up. Yeah.
I think it's and it's all over the place at Christmas time. People gift them to each other.
Christmas cactus.
I think it's such a stupid, and I'm so sorry because I know so many people that love this plant.
No, it's okay. You're Jewish. I'm Indian. We both hate Christmas.
It's funny because I'm Catholic Jewish.
Oh, I don't even know what that means. Explain that one to the world.
Honestly, the way that my whole family, both sides say it is I'm just a really guilty person because there's something called Jewish guilt that's like instilled upon you by like your family members and like all this kind of stuff.
I've
there's
heard
Jewish
about
guilt.
Jewish guilt, yeah.
But then there's Catholic guilt.
Oh, that must
that's
be the
also
worst.
real. So you just have double guilt. So I'm just always guilty. I hate that plant.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, it's like in grocery stores everywhere.
It's like it's dying.
I think it's so awful.
Yeah. Do you guys buy this at Christmas time?
People buy it, they gift it to each other. Look how big it can get. You can see it next to that woman.
Ew.
It's just not my type of plant.
Santa would hang himself if he came into your house and saw that.
I just think it's so. I don't get good vibes from this plant.
No. There's what vibe? You know what vibe you get? Like a scary woman should own this plant. Someone malicious.
It's just
with bad intentions.
I don't like it.
And she has one and just boom, boom.
All the corners.
Yeah,
I could see that. It's my least favorite plant.
Yeah, I'm actually getting like kind of nervous looking at it.
It's such a bad plant. I hate it so much.
Why do they need any other plant except the Christmas tree? I thought that was the Christmas.
I don't know
time.
where Christmas cactus came from. If I'm being honest, I didn't know it had a name until like recently.
What makes it a cactus?
So it's a type of cactus. I can't pronounce it.
Is that like kind of over there? That like second row, third picture, like that kind of looks cactusy.
It's all the same thing, but it's I can't pronounce it. It's part of a Piliophyum or something family.
Love that.
It's a really long Latin name. It starts with an E. And it's funny, I have a different version of this type of cactus. If I'm getting this wrong, I'm so sorry, plant people. But
it's all right.
Have you ever seen the movie Crazy Rich Asians?
No. Oh, Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah.
No, but I have heard about it.
In the movie, they have a party for a plant. Like,
I love that.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So this plant is called the Queen of the Night plant, and it blooms. It's such a weird thing, but it blooms once a year at 10 p.m. And the bloom only lasts until 10 a.m.
Whoa.
And it's super rare. Yeah. And the plant has to be root bound for 3 years. Look this up. Queen of the Night plant.
Yeah, I got you.
So I actually have one. And the way I got it was a clipping from somebody. And I've had it for like 10 years now. And mine has never bloomed or blossomed or anything. But it's a type of this. Oh, it's right there. Queen of the Night cactus.
Yes.
It's the same family. That's the flower.
Wow.
It gets to be really, really big. But it's the same family as the Christmas cactus, yet this one's cooler.
Yeah. And like, do you think that whole, it blooms from like, I believe it blooms for 12 hours. But like,
It's hard to bloom it. It's
yeah,
super
it's
rare.
not like 10, like it's not like 10 p.m. on like, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's what they believe in Asian superstition. But I believe like you got to treat it right for make it bloom.
You got to have it root bound.
Yeah.
So
what does that mean, root bound?
It means that you put it in a container and you don't move it to another container for a really long time. And then when you do peek at the roots, it is literally like just roots. There's like almost more roots than soil. Like it's bound and like it holds its shape.
Makes sense. Root bound. Yeah. Oof.
So these have to be root bound for at least, they say at least 3 years to get a good bloom.
3 years?
Yeah. It's a long
And yours
time.
has been on 10?
Yeah. And I've never gotten a bloom ever.
Yeah.
My friend, in some of the pictures, you can see the bud right next to it. My friend got that bud from a clipping I gave her. And I was so jealous because I was like, I've never even gotten a hint of a bloom, and you've got a little bud.
Wow.
But her boyfriend moved it to the window and it killed the blossom, and she never got to see it. But Reddit has
Is she
a lot
still
of.
with him?
She is. They live together with the dog.
He loves
but
him and that dog more than that plant.
It's an aggressive plant.
Yeah.
It
I love that how you described it. Aggressive.
Well,
plant.
actually, I have to show this to you.
Yeah, sure.
I gave a clipping to my friend.
Uh-huh.
And he I hope I still have it. I gave a clipping to my friend and he sent me a picture of his. Yeah. You can see the one stem. Do you see it sticking out from the plant?
Is it this thing that's going across?
All the way across and up the screen.
What the fuck?
That's one stem of it. And he's had it for like 6 months.
But like, is it going to bloom?
No, that's an actual, it grows from the stem of stems.
The stem of
So like you can see the leaves come out of stems.
Wow.
But that stem is really a leaf. So they grow one leaf and then it comes out of the leaf. There is no stems. It's really weird.
Oh my god.
But that one is about, we measured it, it's 7 feet.
Yeah, that's
just a leaf.
Wow.
And
that's too much.
Cool. It's really cool.
I mean, it is cool, but
it's aggressive.
It's like, yo, bro, chill out, dog.
It is aggressive.
It's like, what if you only had if you lived in like a New York studio apartment?
You would have to just cut it all the time.
You have like a 150-foot square feet life, and your plant's just like, no,
taking it over.
I'm getting big.
Yeah, that literally would happen.
Oh my god. Yeah, plants are crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like my mom and dad have a lot of plants, and they have a little garden out back, and they fight rabbits and shit.
I love that.
Yeah, and like sometimes we've had like deer walk up onto our deck and shit. Like, you know, I get it.
See, I respect the outdoor plants way more than the indoor plants.
Oh yeah.
So like I respect what they're doing way more than what
I mean,
I'm
but
doing.
they got some plants that are like indoor for the winter time, and they take them outdoor for the summertime.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah, but they got the space, and you know,
the backyard.
They're one with the mother nature.
I love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of soil and dirt, I was like repotting a bunch of plants, and Freddie walked in and he goes, "It smells like dirt in here." And I literally was like, "You can smell dirt? Dirt has a smell?"
Oh,
and I'm like sniffing around. I'm like, "I don't smell it." Freddie's like, "You don't smell the dirt?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "It smells like soil." And I was like, "Oh."
You might have had COVID.
Well, so I actually did have COVID, and Freddie got COVID the same time. Technically, I had COVID first.
Hell yeah. 7
days into my quarantine, I give him COVID.
Oh,
so we had to
that.
Restart. I was really pissed.
You guys, I mean, like that's like an obvious. Like if I was like living with someone, they got COVID. It's like
we both met Thanksgiving. It was the day before Thanksgiving, 2 days before Thanksgiving that I got COVID.
And let me ask you, you guys are still sleeping in the same bed, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh no. So when I had COVID, the first 7 days I had it, he slept out in the living room, and I had a mask on, and I would wipe up after everything. I still don't know how I gave it to him because we were so like, I bathed in Lysol. I didn't leave that bedroom. I don't know how. And then
did you wear a mask in the shower?
No.
That's it.
But he was in the living room and I was in the bathroom.
Doesn't matter. Your air was still in there. And he went up there and he was just like.
I was so mad. Well, we had Lysol and we had the air going so heavy.
No.
But
no.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so that
buddy.
didn't work, and he got COVID and I got COVID. But so now we're both. We call it the Iron Man protection. We've got both vaccines. We've got COVID antibodies. I'm about to get my booster. We've got like it all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's over. Putin started this whole war. I think COVID is over. It's done, right?
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's got to be done. Nicole, were you ever into Harry Potter as a child?
Yes and no.
Oh shit! Why the no? What? That's so aggressive.
Don't really like her writing. And I know people are going to be so mad at that.
Let's not even go there. How about the movies? Just
I love the movies.
Hit me with the movies, yeah.
I do love the movies.
Okay.
I love the movies.
You got like 3 favorite characters? I don't care about J.K. Rowling and her fucking writing and her fucking views on trans people. All those movies came out on my birthday.
Dang.
So I was like, fuck, I love Harry Potter. She has to go out there and be like, trans people this. I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Know.
You got so much
pisses
money.
Me off so much.
Shut the fuck up.
I think the world she created was great.
Oh my
but
God.
like, she just.
Why did you do that? That's like
She
when
sucks.
you just why did
I know. No, I feel the same way.
Oh my God. You got some favorite characters? Who you got?
Luna Lovegood.
Oh, okay. You seem
love
like
her.
that's the first one so far on the Bobcast. Luna, shout out. I can respect that.
And then I like the twins, so I guess that's 2.
Yeah. I'll give you one more because they count as one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
they're a
if I
personality
had like
act.
another one after that, honestly, I like the darker characters. So I like Bellatrix Lestrange.
Ooh,
I think she
love
was
that.
played so well.
Yeah.
She made the movies.
I
She was
love
so
that.
good. Like if they had anyone else, it wouldn't have been as
Yeah.
good. I like all the offbeat characters. All the
Yeah.
mainstream characters really
I
piss me
agree.
off
I agree.
sometimes. I don't know why.
Did you know Bellatrix Lestrange? Her whole act was like on her decision. Like they basically told everyone like Bellatrix is gonna go in there, just be Bellatrix, and
Yeah.
you guys just have to be serious, do your act, and
I would be terrified.
yeah.
She's such a scary person.
Well, I mean, like she would, yeah, exactly. So every time she's like slithering around and being like,
like that was her.
that was like her freeballing it, but like that was her instructions. Like it's all up to you. You can do as much as you want. No one knows what you're gonna do. Just go be her.
Oh my God.
And like people would have to just be there like with a wand or just be like, and she's just creeping up on her shoulder.
I'd be so freaked out. I would definitely break character and either
Yeah.
laugh nervously or just be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah, but you get it. Like they all been doing it now, and like they
Yeah.
want to get it over with. But like they were like, did you watch the reunion thing?
yeah.
Yeah, that's where they talked about
I
it.
don't
I was
really remember
dead.
that part. I
Yeah.
remember though when they said that they didn't tell Dumbledore that the Phoenix was fake, and I was like, "Are
I
you
might have
se-
missed that.
They apparently he was like, "Wow, they really like train these animals to be so realistic, or like such good actors or something." And like people were like, "What?" And they realized he didn't know that it was
Was it the first-
animatronic.
Was it the
First
first
Dumbledore.
Okay.
So he's old, but
Aw,
like he really
that's
thought it was
kinda
real. So
cute.
they
Yeah.
told him it was real. So that's him really acting with a bird, like thinking
Yeah.
it's real.
Oh my god,
That was adorable. though.
yeah, that kind of is adorable because you know when he grew up, like that's nothing in his like, he can't even imagine.
I
that.
know, like that. Sometimes when I talk to my like grandparents in the beginning about what I do,
Yeah.
I can tell they're like so into it, but like they don't really get what I do. So I have to show them videos and be like, "This is what I'm doing. Like this is what I'm trying to do." Like,
Yeah.
and it's so like sometimes I think they get it, and sometimes I think they're like, "Oh, that's nice, honey."
Yeah. Nicole, you're putting jewelry on plants.
Well, they bought a bunch of my plant charms,
Of course they would. They're supportive.
and they use them. They put
Yeah.
them on orchids and
I
stuff,
know.
and they're so freaking cute. And I like that's adorable.
Well, this is like such a like. That's what I'm saying. Like, is there besides those people that try to copy you? Is there anyone like in your like in
Being
your-
mean?
Yeah. Like, is any no like in your competition? Just like any competitors that are doing like plant charms like this.
Kind of.
Okay.
It's different. They're different. You can look them up if you ever type in plant jewelry, plant charms.
Yeah.
They're just different.
Is it everyone in like their very beginnings?
Kind of.
Yeah, that's
And,
what I'm saying. Like you got such a new
a
field.
lot of people have plant stakes.
Yeah.
Which they've been around for forever, which is like a sign that
Right.
you put in the plant that
Yeah.
can say whatever, but nobody has stuff that decorates the pot.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. The closest thing that I can ever see is there's people that do ceramics where they put the jewelry in the ceramics and then have the plant hang from that. But I don't have the ceramic background, the kiln,
Yeah.
and
Well,
my
you
thing.
can get there eventually.
I could if I wanted to.
you want to, that's
but
what I'm
my,
saying.
Like, the whole thing I wanted to do was, this sounds so stupid, but like have stuff for the mass public, like
Yeah.
the general public. Like I don't want like somebody to feel like they can't have a cute little plant charm because they're not a crazy plant
Yeah.
parent. Like, no, if you have one plant that's an aloe plant, like you can get an aloe there plant
Yeah.
charm or like something like that. And they're not that expensive. So it's
Yeah.
like they're for everybody type of thing.
I got something for you. Maybe you might like this. Maybe you won't. But what you could do is like I see that you want to let everyone have these plant accessories for the easiest price, right?
Yeah.
But imagine this one. Okay, so you have this one, like the entry market,
Yeah.
and then you go up 2 tiers. Because now I'm kind of imagining this like you know like really cool people like Miley Cyrus, like
she wants to get a cool plant charm, dude, she's gonna,
Ball out.
she's gonna spend $500,000 on this plant charm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
for like a gold plant
and
charm or
like
something.
just like Honda and Acura, right? Like they're like same company, two different brands. Like
we were like thinking
just think about it.
We were thinking about if we were to ever offer like a blinged out plant charm with like real like stuff on it and like all that good stuff, and just have like a novelty one and see if anyone wanted to do it. Yeah.
Imagine this. Yo, have you ever seen those videos where people will be diamond testing people on the street if they're
yes.
Imagine this. Someone comes into your house. Hey, yo, Nicole. Yo, what you got on this plant? Is it real? And it's just all real. And you're like, damn, this plant, dog. Like Drake. I don't know if he has plants, but if he has plants, he want to put a rollie on a plant. You got plant watches yet? Come on, we got to get there. Plant Rolex collab.
No, that would be
on a cactus.
So
That'd be like
wild.
on a cactus, right? Because he has a little bit of meat. You know what I mean? You could put a rollie on him.
Yeah, something that's sturdy. Yeah.
Imagine
just I would love to do some like type
God.
of novelty plant item that's like.
Can I send you some sketches?
Yeah, for sure.
When you know what really hooked me in besides that spinning one was like you had that waypoints chain.
I think I have it on.
Yeah, but like it was the term waypoints.
Oh yeah.
And then if you look at it, like to me, like even with flying a drone, it just means like points and where like the way is going, right?
Yeah.
And like I was like in a 3D space, I was like waypoints. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
To me, it made so much sense. I was like, damn. Like you resonated with me there. I was like, whoa.
I'm so glad because it actually stemmed from video games, and for a while it was called a beacon. Because I kept thinking like when you're out like playing on a map with your friends in like an MMO or like something where you're playing multiplayer, you can mark a place on a map like and make it a beacon for your friends. So I was like, I wanted to do a beacon. But then I was watching my boyfriend play, I don't want to say Elden Ring. I forget which game it was.
Oh, Elden Ring is kind of hard.
Yeah, Elden came out after I did this. This was before. I can't remember what game. It probably was one of the Elden Ring games, though. He likes, not Elden Rings, Elder Scrolls. He likes like all the Skyrim and like games like that. But on missions, they would mark a waypoint on a mission you were doing. So I was like, oh, why don't I do a waypoint? And I started looking it up, and they said it's marking a spot on your journey. And I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I used that.
Oh, waypoints is very good. Just
it took a while to think of, but I will say I'm tooting my horn on that. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was. And especially if you put it like between like many branches and you have multiple waypoints. Like I was like, that's what it really hit me, because the picture was again 2 branches and then it formed a little bit. So like right there you got 3 points, and I was like, whoa, man. I was like, Nicole, you really crushed me there. I was like, fuck.
No, that means a lot, because you don't get those moments a lot, and like you want to have something that like makes people go like, oh, that's cool. And I did that with my fortune teller. That's the one that I realized I've hit a lot of people with. Like they were like, all right, that's a good design, good execution. They like it. Yeah. You don't get many of those. And
that's a good spin.
Some of the plant charms, I think, have hit some people. Yeah. But like some people will look at it and be like, oh, that's nice, and they just graze over it.
Yeah,
but like you need to have something that like hits. And like
You're coming around.
Trying. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
You just gotta keep doing it. You just keep coming up with creative designs and just like fucking be the engineer you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let me ask you one thing before we get out of here. Do you know what blizzard this is? I'll let you take your sunglasses off and really view it. You get 3 shots. This is a game we play on the Bobcast.
I'm not really familiar with all their flavors.
It doesn't matter. Just ice cream. Do you like ice cream?
Yes. It looks like strawberry.
Okay. No. Strike 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Funfetti?
Funfetti is kind of close.
Birthday cake?
No. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint because you guessed too eager. I'll give you the word cracker.
Oh, that just threw me off.
Just think. These colors and cracker. And they might be frosted.
I don't think I know it. I really don't know it.
It might rhyme with Xanimal lacquer.
Oh my god! Wait, strawberry iced animal crackers?
Kind of
frosted animal crackers.
Frosted animal crackers.
Like something animal cookies. Oh my god! It looks like a strawberry donut.
Yeah, everyone has their own opinion. I mean, artwork's worth 1,000 fucking pictures.
Oh my God, that's so
or
funny.
words. I love that.
Dang. Well, I tried my hardest.
You
That's
did. You
all
did.
that
You're
matters.
gonna be at the end of this. You're gonna join the pool of people that took an L on this question.
That's
But
okay.
it's okay. You're still killing out here.
We're the cool team.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys are.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone that guessed right is a loser and a nerd.
And a fatty. Don't forget that they're all
Yes.
fat because they be eating
You
ice
don't
cream.
fat shame them.
I mean, no,
so
but I'm a fatty too.
you're a fat on the inside.
No. Fatty, we mean like you have a sweet tooth and you can't stop,
Yes.
and you need to get it like
Yes.
a root canal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Nicole, thank you for coming. You've been a
Thank you
great
for
time.
having me.
Guys, this has been Nicole Sarnese. Go check her out. We'll put all of her shit here, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. Bye.